Alright guys, so we see right here, this is a little unsightly. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. You know, you can see it there. It doesn't look too horrible. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. But, you know, we can make it look a little bit better. For that, we're going to use EVGA's Powerlink Adapter. So I'm going to go ahead, open it up. Okay, and you want to be careful when you take it out of the package. Depending if it has the tape, I took the tape off, but this little Allen wrench will just fall right out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the bottom here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Actually, first off, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Okay, so you can see that this is going to require an 8-pin and a 6-pin PCI-E. As it is right now, this guy is configured for an 8-pin and an 8-pin. But they also include in here, in the package, an additional 6-pin PCI-E connection. So what we're going to do is remove this guy right here, the one on the inside, and then put this one in its place. Now mind you, your particular card might have 2 or a 6 over here and then an 8 over here, or a 6 over here and an 8 over here. And then you can move them around as well, because they're not always going to be, they're not always going to be so perfectly aligned. You can see how even if I did have 2 8s, that's not going to work. So we have to slide them a little bit, and as it comes out of the box, you can't slide it at all. So let's come down here and let's see how we take it apart. Okay, so I'm going to move this aside. Okay, so first off, we need to take off this rubber piece and this rubber piece. So we just take it off with our fingernail. Over here as well. Okay, then you can see there's a little connection there so that I could use the Allen wrench. And then if I loosen it up just a little tiny bit, okay, and then if I loosen this one up as well, we can see now we can move it around. But this isn't the one we're going to be moving, or is it? Actually, that is the one we're going to be moving, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and unscrew those. Now, one very important thing, you'll notice the clips are on the top. Or actually, should I say, the clips are on the bottom. So when we put it, we're going to put it like that. Okay? Now, if the clips were on the top, you cannot reverse these. You'll reverse the polarity and you'll end up frying your card, or at least hopefully just this alone, but don't do it. So let's come back down here real quick. Alright, so then now we're just going to go ahead and totally remove that little screw. Looks like it fell in there. Just need to move it around a bit to get it out. There we go. Just popped out. Now we're going to put the 6-pin in its place. So it might be easy just to stick it in here and move this guy. See how we're moving it there? Just move it somewhere you can actually get to it. And now we just insert it. You can see right there those 2 little metal indentions. We're going to pop those right in there. Okay, and now we can see that's moving along. Now, just to make sure this fits, again, since this is a slider, we're going to want to first put this guy in there. And those were the two little Alright guys, so we see right here, this is a little unsightly. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. You know, you can see it there. It doesn't look too horrible. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. But, you know, we can make it look a little bit better. For that, we're going to use EVGA's Powerlink Adapter. So I'm going to go ahead, open it up. Okay, and you want to be careful when you take it out of the package. Depending if it has the tape, I took the tape off, but this little Allen wrench will. Okay, now that we have the card here, now we're just going to line it up. Okay, and so I'm just going to move this cable out of the way for now. Okay, not perfect, but we're close. I just need to move it a little bit more inwards. So I'm just going to loosen it up a little bit. Actually, the reason it doesn't go in is this is too far in here, so I need to move it out just more this way. So I'm just going to go ahead and undo it. Now mind you, remember, the reason we have to do this is because the fact that it's interchangeable. It doesn't only work with the 1080 Ti Founders Edition, it works with many of their cards. Okay, so there, snapped in perfectly. Now what we're going to want to do is to make sure it doesn't roll out when we take it out to sit it in properly. We're just going to go ahead, screw it in the top, tighten it, tight there, and just tighten it up here. All right, so that's good right there. So now what we're going to want to do now we can see right back here, here is the 8-pin and here is another 8-pin. So it's going to require two 8-pins now. So that way it provides enough power for the card if you're doing any overclocking or anything along those lines. You can see that right here. So now I am going to have to change a little bit the way I put the card in, but that's okay. Or should I say the way I put these cabling in, maybe routed around the bottom. It's going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to go ahead and set that up real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys in 1 sec. Be right back. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EVGA Powerlink Adapter installed right here. Just turn it a little bit for you. You can see you don't have those unsightly cables right here, PCI-E cables. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EVGA Powerlink. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EV, but since you know I have to work with so many different components. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EVGA Powerlink device for quite some time. I do reviews, so I switch it up a lot. Now the nice thing, and let me move the camera up for you a second. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EVGA Powerlink Adapter installed right here. Just turn it a little bit for you. You can see you don't have those unsightly cables right here, PCI-E cables. They're along the side. Now, mind you, I don't have the most attractive PCI-E cables. I could sheathe them and, you know, make them look nicer. But since, you know, I have to work with so many different components, it'd actually be more of a hindrance for me to do that. For you guys, you know, you might hold on to the same device for quite some time. I do reviews, so I switch it up a lot. So now the nice thing, and let me move the camera up for you a second. right, so the nice thing in here is now where you typically plug in your PCIe cables right here. Okay, now you might be wondering, well, how do I detach it? Do I have to undo everything? No, you don't. To take 1080. All right, guys. So here you can see. All right, guys. So here you can see that I have the EVGA power. Now I know the it doesn't take that much power itself, but this way you're able to get more clean power with the way that they designed this. Alright guys, so here you can see that I have the EVGA Powerlink Adapter installed. Anyway, this is Iggy with Dragon Blogger showing you how to install and how to utilize the EVGA Powerlink Adapter. Iggy with Dragon Blogger out. See you guys.